Hey again everybody, my name is Josh Mauer. I'm an instructor for Broken Plow Western Martial Arts. I teach longsword on Wednesdays. And today what we're going to do is we're going to go over some flow drills. Drills designed to connect together to one another, to force you to go through certain guards and then attack from that guard. So we're just going to go through a few of those drills today. So, start off with something very simple, something very easy. It's called the ribbon cut. Okay? Starts off, we are in an Alber guard that is more specifically called Wechsel, which means change. We get this guard after we cut from Vom Tag down to within a full overhand. This gets us into Wechsel. That endpoint is Wechsel. And Wechsel will be done from either side. Next time. Now, the ribbon cut itself is composed of two cuts. A short edge cut from below, and then a long edge cut from above. Okay? So, it'll be cut here, cut there. Both cuts are going to be on the same side. So, I'm in this Alber, this Wechsel. I'm going to cut here, going from right to left, over to my right Vom Tag, cutting right to left. If I'm starting my left Wechsel, I'm cutting from left to right, and then my overhand left to right. Now the beat for this cut is one beat. So it's not cut, cut. It's going to be cut. Right? So it's like a triplet almost, where it's three parts, but one beat. First part being the short edge cut, which we call striking. Second beat, which is moving it in position for a cut from our left Vom Tag or whatever Vom Tag you're using it. And then the third beat is a cut from the Vom Tag no brow. So all together, looks like that. One thing to keep in mind when you're doing this striking, because we don't do it often, the way you do the mechanics, it's as if you're trying to shovel snow over your shoulder, okay? Again, edge alignment is very important. Striking with the correct part of the blade is still important. Is that we're coming in from a different angle, okay? We're going to be pushing with the bottom of our heel to get the lever action. Right, there's going to be a little bit of an action coming on here. We're going to be pushing with the bottom part with our bottom hand, or left hand. If you're lefty, it's your right hand. And with the right hand, we're squeezing the blade towards ourselves. So the right hand's doing this. Left hand is doing that. Okay? And we don't have to come up all the way to our shoulder. That's too far, we don't need to do that, too much movement. The further we need to do is right out in front of our face. I'm completely eclipsing my sight to the camera. I can't see you. That's about the point, maybe a little bit above, so you can see it below your hands. And that's all the further you need to go to get that cut. Otherwise, it's a waste of energy. Get you here and like that. Not needed. Something very quick. Practical application of using a ribbon cut. Someone is coming in from above with an overhow. You use the short edge to intersect their blade, and then the overhow to cut into it. Very simple, pretty darn effective if people aren't looking for it. You can also do it with somebody who's out in long point to you, or out in the plow, just to get the point out of the way so you can get in. I would not suggest it as the thing you do the most. A lot of people, when they first learn this and I first tell them that they can do this against a long point or a plow, it's the only thing they'll use against a long point plow. It shouldn't be, because Very easy thing for the other person to do is to just change through. You go to swipe, your point's gone, point's back up, in your face, stab. Too many people, especially when you give the tell that you're down in Almer, right here, or maybe even you're in a barrier guard, you go like that, do that, same type of thing, same type of idea. It's very easy to tell. So, it is something you can use. It shouldn't be the only thing that you have in your toolbox. And it should be not the number one thing you have in your toolbox. Okay? It's not a very safe way to enter. Another flow drill that we have, it's called 4 cuts, 1 plane. The idea being that we're going to make 4 different cuts from the overhand, but they're all going to be on the same exact plane. So here's what I mean. First cut is going to be one that you hardly ever do, but as a cut, you might want to know. And that is short edge overhand, but not like a shield howl. Kind of like the inverse of the striking. We're going to be using that same shovel action and going the opposite way. So we're going to come from top. We're going to turn our hands so that the short edge turning in is now facing our opponent. Okay? The eyes of the sword, sweet spot, are pointing down at our target. And what we're going to do is we're going to use that same motion, same squeeze here, push here in the backhand to go down on the same plane that we always cut our overhands on. Then from here, we're going to take a passing step. So the first one, there's no step. Second cut, there is a step. We do a passing step, normal overhand. Okay? Third cut, it's going to be a short edge cut, like your shield howl, right? A normal short edge overhand that you guys might be a little bit more used to. We're going to move our sword from vexel to tail. Now our short edge is pointing up. And we're going to bring up our hands along our body. And now the short edge is going to lead. Again, I'm thumbing the blade like I normally do with my short edge cuts, and I'm going to come out to the long point. It's not going to be a full cut. Okay? And then I'm going to loosen my grip, allow tip to fall and swing back. The short edge will now be pointing backwards, and the front edge will be pointing forward. I'm going to bring my hands up just enough to get myself to a one tog, so I can extend my hands back out and do a full cut through my last cut, 4th cut. Okay? So going through that again. Starting off in our one tog. Okay? Turn the sword inward to get it lined. Striking down. Passing step. Normal overhand. Tail. Bring up the body. Short edge cut the long point. Allow it to dip and come back. Realign yourself back into a one tog. Overhand. We can do that from the right side, we can do that from the left side. So, from the left side, same thing. Turn it in. Same action coming down. Passing step, normal overhand. Tail, short edge thumb. Come back. Overhand. Okay? So a little bit quicker, looks something like that's 4 cuts, 1 plane. Now you can do that back and forth between each other, the right and left side. You can also make the cuts initially on an angled approach, and then change it up to vertical approaches, and then maybe go angled again. just different ways you can attack at those same cuts by changing the plane just a little bit. Either make it more vertical or more shallow, or more horizontal, I should say. Keep in mind that each cut that we're making is going through the guards, right? Going from bon tog, and now we're in tail, right? Came out, now strike it, now we're in tail, we're bringing it up from tail to bon tog, pass through to vexel. From vexel we go to tail to bring it back up, to cut to long point, to come back up to bon tog, to cut down to vexel, okay? We're transitioning through guards, but we're constantly moving. We're not stopping, flowing through these guards. These guards are transitioning. We're not meant to stay there. Now let's move on to the butterfly drill. So the butterfly is a little bit complicated, but it's actually not too difficult. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off in Albert. We're going to be in a horse stance, okay? So we're going to get ourselves nice and situated, shoulder width apart. And what we're going to do is the way that the cuts are designed, it's a short edge cut and then a long edge cut. There'll be 2 Unterhaus and then 2 Oberhaus. Okay, so it'll be short edge Unterhaus, long edge Unterhaus. Short edge Oberhaus, long edge Oberhaus. And if you were to kind of draw an arc of the cuts, it should make butterfly wings around them. So, we're starting off in Albert. First thing we're going to do, we're going to cut starting this way. We're going to start with Unterhaus. So first thing's up, short edge Unterhaus. So that's that striking. So striking up. Okay? And then we're going to come underneath on the opposite side with a long edge Unterhaus. So see that transition again? Striking up. Tip falls down. Long edge Unterhaus. Out that way. So you're going to be an X pattern over here. So I'm standing to the side here, striking, long edge. So we transition from that side, where you're striking, long edge, bring it over top, use the momentum to bring us around. We're going to turn the sword inward, as we do for that downward striking that we did with the 4 cuts, 1 plane, that first cut. We're going to bring it down, up, normal overhead, back to center. So that side looks like okay. All these cuts are good cuts, so don't get lazy with your transitions and make the cuts not have a crack. Angle, don't have proper edge alignment, don't have proper snap with your cuts to make them have speed behind them, right? They should all have sword wind. If your sword can make good enough sword wind, you should be able to hear sword wind each time you make these cuts. TV is a little bit difficult, but you can. You just have to be perfect. So, striker, Unterhaus, striker, Oberhaus. Okay? And then you just for days. And that's the butterfly. It's just a very nice flow drill to get you started on things. And you can actually change it up. You can do something like, say I'm going this way with my Unterhaus. I can do a short edge Unterhaus this way, step back, long edge Unterhaus this way, into a short edge Oberhaus this way, into a long edge Oberhaus back this way. So the butterfly doesn't have to be transition order. I mean, it doesn't have to be in the same spot. You keep doing that same thing over and over again. You can actually change up the pattern to whatever you want with those 4 cuts. You can step around. You can do 3 cuts one way and then 1 cut the other. It should be able to get you to fight one way and then quickly transition and fight behind you. Going from one guard to the next. 1 cut to the next. The last flow drill that I'll teach you guys today is called Crazy Eights. Crazy Eights, I learned as one of the first things, probably the third day, I learned Crazy Eights when I was doing intro. Crazy Eights, each cut is going to be counted 1 through 8. Each of the cuts you're going to make. 1 being over half on your dominant side. Let's say right side. We'll say dominant side. Dominant side makes more sense. Be your dominant side. 2 is your non-dominant over half. 3 is your dominant under half. Non-dominant under half. 5 is going to be your dominant Zwerchhau. I want you to step out with this. I'd like you to step out with every cut if you want to, but especially with 5 and 6. 6 is your non-dominant Zwerchhau. 7 is going to be a vertical Unterhalb. And it's always going to be with your dominant foot. 8 is going to be your center overhalb. It's always going to be your non-dominant foot. Okay? So for righties, odd numbers, right foot. Even numbers, left foot. This is very important because part of what this drill is designed to teach you is which foot you need to have forward with each cut. And should imprint that into your mind. So what we're going to do is we're going to count up 1 through 8 and then back down again. But we're also going to throw in a little wrench in the things. It's not just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What we're going to do instead is we're going to do this in a series of 8s. So, let's say we're doing the first one. So this is Crazy Eights 1. It'll be 1 and 1. And then it'll be 2. 1. 3. 1. 4. 1. 5. 1. 6. 1. 7. 1. 8. 1. And then we come back down from 8, back down to 1 again. Again, we're going to do, whatever number we're counting up to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to disperse another number into it. So the first series, we disperse it we pair with 1s. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, and so forth. And then we do 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, so forth. And then 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3. So on, so forth, in that type of pattern. So what this teaches you to do is to make efficient movements from one guard to the next. Whenever you finish, you have to think about, okay, how do I flow to the next cut? Is there a good flow to the next cut? Because we want to make those cuts as quickly as we can. We don't want to take a lot of time. So say something like we're transitioning from a 1 cut to a 5 cut, as opposed to transitioning from a 1 cut to a 6 cut. It's a lot easier than going from the same side and doing those same cuts. But it gets you to know what those feel like, and if you can do them, because that could be a good surprise move. Because same thing happens in boxing. You don't always throw out 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe it's 1, 1, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 2, 1, or something like that. So we don't always have to throw out cuts from different sides to get things to flow. We can throw from the same side as well. That's all I'm going to have for you guys today. If you guys have any questions, you can message me or any of the other instructors. Go ahead, try out these drills. If you've already done these before, try and mix them up. Try and make it a little bit more difficult for yourself. Make sure every cut is coming offline. Try and pair yourself up with somebody and See if you can mirror each other. Try and get with each other's rhythm and still make the perfect cuts, if you can do that with somebody. Otherwise, thank you guys for listening to this video. My name is Josh Maurer. Again, I'm an instructor here at Broken Plow, and thank you guys for listening.